Hello, I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company. In this week's natural gas weekly recap, natural gas prices have rebounded above the key resistance level at 360. Looking at today's daily continuation chart here at tradingview.com, we could see that prices have moved all the way up to 3705 today, but are hovering around the unchanged level at 3607. Again, with the RSI below showing that it is lacking some of the strength to continue above this 360 level. We'll watch today where things settle and look for the colder weather forecast for next week. Turning to barchart.com and the spot continuation, excuse me, the spot contract for natural gas, the January contract, we can see that prices have moved right up to the the daily pivot at 369, but have since retreated back down. At this stage, trading 3609. The RSI still not making a new high here for the January contract, which is set to expire in a few days. We'll look to see if colder weather can continue. Otherwise, prices will be expected to retreat. Our first support level is 354 on the daily pivot, and then about 343 and a half. Turning to the weekly chart, it's been a positive week all week since the Monday start of the week, which was basically flat. Tuesday started moving higher. Wednesday continued to pressure upside. And then we've got the good storage report at 125 BCF, which carried us through the 360 resistance level on short covering. So we'll look to see if support here at 318 on the pivots continues to hold. You can see 369 on the weekly pivot resistance, and above that, 379 and a half, and then above that, 394 and a half. Again, this will be all based on colder weather and whether or not production continues to hold at a lower level. Turning to weather, the colder air, it continues to pool in eastern Siberia and pushes across into northern Canada, across over into Greenland. This is allowing some of that the cooler air, the Arctic air, to descend into the US Great Lakes states. And turning to the US forecast, colder weather is starting to descend into the Midwest with colder temperatures now pressing snow through Wisconsin and Illinois today. We'll look to see it as this weather continues to descend into the southeast. Looking forward to seeing cooler temperatures at least through tomorrow. Continues to be cool in the northeast on Monday and Tuesday for Christmas. And then it just kind of just hovers around the US-Canadian border, looking to cycle back down again, which is probably why prices are just basically unchanged on the day. We'll look to see what transpires over the weekend, but the cooler weather, the Arctic air continues to pool in northern Canada. It just lacks the mechanism to drive continually down into the United States. The weather forecast models here show that right around the first week of January, that colder air is looking to move into the Rockies. Turning to Europe, Europe continues to be modest with weather near normal, just a little bit of colder weather along the Alps, the Balkans, and in Turkey. We see some cooler weather coming in around Christmas, but then that colder air continues to retreat back into Russia and Scandinavia later in the forecast. Looking at Asia, colder weather continues to hold around Beijing, the capital city of China, and the mountainous regions of Japan and through both Koreas. This continues to stay the same. We do see some blasts going into eastern China over this forecast period for the next 2 weeks, but temperatures stay near normal for most of the country. So again, recapping what we've seen, prices have moved much higher this week. They continue to press above the 360 resistance level. Everything now will be based on momentum. So if we lose the colder weather forecasts or production rebounds above 105 BCF a day, then we'll start to see prices descend back lower. Thanks for listening. Let us know your thoughts. Please hit the like and subscribe button below. We'll see you soon.